What's up, everybody? I caught AMC's early screening of Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza's new movie Warfare, and I don't want to waste any time. We have to talk about this movie. First and foremost, this movie is brutally honest and it's kind of haunting as it should be. We see these soldiers having to make the unpopular decisions with their backs up against the wall, and I think more importantly, how quickly circumstances can change for those soldiers. For instance, and this isn't a spoiler, don't worry, the movie starts with this scene that gave me a bit of pause about the movie as a whole. It's their pre-mission routine or just what they chose to do that day, but that scene only ends up benefiting the story because it turns into the flip of a switch takes them from, having fun with the boys to being a bit on edge at first and then to being in the middle of a lead storm. With that being said, I want to jump over to the cast of this movie who deserve all the credit in the world. This was a genuine group where I can say with confidence there isn't a single performance in the movie that I didn't like, but here's my top 5 cast members in order. First is Joseph Quinn, and he stole the show for me, both before the chaos and after, as he's hilarious in the opening scene that I talked about, but then he delivers a haunting performance when shit goes down. It was incredible. Then second is his MCU co-star, Will Poulter, who he had incredible chemistry with, and also Will was just amazing on his own. Like Quinn, I thought Poulter truly shined once we're into the chaos, and I know it's his job, but I thought it was rather impressive how he holds his American accent in the final 30 minutes with what his character is going through during that part of the movie. Next up, at number 3, I have Kit Connor here, and he's the newbie on this team, and he portrays that perfectly. He delivers this genuine nervousness, and this could have just been my experience, but it made it so that he was kind of the one whose boots I could slip into the most while watching the movie, and the easiest too, if that makes sense. Anyway, the fourth of my top 5 is Michael Gandolfini, another MCU guy. He, more than both Quinn and Poulter, I think, shined in the back half because that's kind of when his opportunities were rich. He has a moment while they're pinned down that I think might be the entire reason he was cast because he has a perfect reaction to screwing up under pressure. That's all I'm going to say on that to keep it as spoiler free as possible for those of you who haven't seen the movie yet, but it's so good. Finally, as far as the cast is concerned, I've got a sleeper pick to close out my top 5. At least I think it's a sleeper pick, and that's Finn Bennett. He kind of falls into the same camp as Gandolfini, where his opportunities are richer in the back half of the movie, and it's not even that he does a ton in here, it's just I didn't think he let those opportunities go to waste, and so he emerged late as one of my favorite performances. But I would be a fool if I didn't mention the best part of the movie, and that was the sound design. I haven't had an IMAX experience like I did with Warfare since Christopher Nolan dropped a fucking nuke on us, and I think this movie has already won Best Sound Design at the Oscars. It's that good. I mean, and again, I don't want to go too far into spoiler town here, so I'll keep it as vague as possible, but there's 3 things they did that just blew me away in the theater. The first was visibly and audibly incredible, and that was the show of force they do with the jet. There's only one where we truly see the whole thing, but the sound design every single time that the jet comes in for a run is truly epic. But what was even more impressive, and I don't know that I've ever felt this before in a theater, you felt every single bullet firing out of the chamber and whizzing through the air. I genuinely think watching this movie in IMAX is the closest you can get to firing a shot without actually doing it. It was an insane experience, which building off that, they do this fascinating thing in the movie where when the chaos breaks out, and I'd assume half, if not all of these soldiers are concussed, we cut in and out of everything being muffled, and it's absolutely terrifying, especially because we've got the 2 injured soldiers too, just screeching in pain as it was one of the most immersive movies that I've ever seen because of this incredible sound design, so major props to the team behind that. They deserve that Oscar. At the end of the day, and I don't throw this around really ever, but this is a must watch movie. See it on the biggest screen you can with the best sound system you can because it's a thrilling ride that's as honest as it is terrifying. So there's your answer. It is not Hollywood, it is honest, and that's why the movie works so well. But that's going to do it for my review of Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza's Warfare. It quickly skipped to my top 3 movies of 2025 so far, but if you've seen the movie, I want to know what you thought about it, so let me know down in the comments below and make sure you have a great day.